What's up, guys? So I can sense a lot of frustration out there from buyers here in Sarasota, and I totally understand why. Because there's too many sellers that think their property is worth way more than in reality it actually is worth. And I'm going to just give you an example of why I think it doesn't just benefit the buyer to get the property at a cheaper price, but it benefits the seller to sell at a cheaper price and just move on. And I'm going to use this condo complex right here to the south of me called Whispering Sands as an example, because there's a lot of units that are on the market over there that have been on the market for about a year. And this is after taking it off the market, putting it back on, playing those games, trying to make it look like a new listing, when the reality is a buyer can find out in 2 seconds whether or not that property has been listed and taken off and then relisted again. So I mentioned Whispering Sands, but let's just add this all up. Let's say you had your property on the market for a year, which there's a lot of properties over there that have been on the market for over a year. Your HOA over in Whispering Sands is $1,600 a month. That's $19,000 per year. Then you've got your taxes and insurance. So let's say your taxes are $8,000 and your insurance is basically covered by your HOA, 90% of it is. So you just have to insure your content. So let's say it's $1,000 for a year for insurance. It's probably going to be more than that, but let's just say conservatively it's $9,000 for your taxes and insurance. So you've got also your utilities. Let's say it's $300 a month for your utilities. That's your power bill and whatever else you have to spend, cable. So yeah, let's say $300 a month, $3,600 a year for your utilities. Then you've got your general maintenance, and this is not including, let's say your HVAC unit goes out, or this is not including any major repairs like changing out windows or sliders or anything like that. This is just general upkeep and maintenance. Let's say it's $5,000 a year. So by my calculation, that's $36,000 to keep your unit on the market for a year. So why would you keep your house on the market for a whole year and spend an extra $36,000 when you can just sell it, move on with your life, and call it a day? I don't get it. And guess what? For each day that goes by, for each week that goes by, for each month that goes by, it becomes more and more remote of a possibility that you're going to get anywhere near your asking price. So it makes no sense for a seller to keep their place on the market when they can sell it, move on with their life. Right now, I think CDs are paying like 5%. Let's say you had $1 million condo over in Whispering Sands. Let's say you reduced it to $900,000 and you sold it a year ago and you put that money in a 5% CD. $900,000 at 5% would net you $45,000. So you just made $45,000, got your place sold, moved on with your life, and you're not complaining anymore because your place is sold. But I just don't understand why listing agents are not presenting it like that, saying, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, how much is it costing you to keep your unit on the market for that long? But that's not what's happening. I'm seeing new listings going up, and they're priced exactly the same as a comparable unit with a comparable view that hasn't sold in 6 months or a year. It makes no sense to me. So that's what I want to say, guys. I think we're going to get an awesome sunset here on the beach. It's not quite there yet, but I wish it was there. I'd include it in the video. Beautiful night. I'm going to get back to fishing. You guys have an awesome night. God bless.